Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
What's the goddamn deal? It's your boy, Marley Bet, coming at you live. Another video for Brothers and Bets. Bust down this NBA slate. As always, I got my partner, my guy, my brother from another mother, Mr. LJ from the Raw Word Sports Cast. What's going down, LJ?
What's up, Marley? What's going on, my brother?
Man, great, man. I'm doing good, dog. Especially, after your boy, I had a 4-1 yesterday, uh, on the show. So shit, I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. We had the Knicks yesterday, money line cash, 76ers minus the 3.5, and the money line cash. Oh, actually, that's 5-1 instead of 4-1. I need to change that because I gave both of those plays. New Orleans money line cash, Grizzlies money line cash. Then we lost at the end of the night with the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Steph wants to score 50 the day I bet on them. So bet against them.
Yeah.
But 5-1 day, I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. So I'm not gonna even, dwell on the Nuggets loss and what happened. Steph just went nuts at the end of the day. Steph went nuts, gave you 50, and that's that. So, but other than that, man, we had a great day. So I got nothing to complain about personally. How about you?
Yeah, I had a decent day too. I had pretty much everything you had. I did lose one though. Let me see. Let me go back. I had the Knicks. I had Philly. I had Memphis.
Right.
I had the Jazz, and they lost to the Wizards at home.
The Wizards.
27-game home winning streak. You lose to the Wizards.
Crazy. My little brother just called me. It's crazy. My brother always called me before he gonna make his plays. And he was asking me about taking the Jazz tonight, about that 7. I think it's like 17.5 or 17.
Right?
And yeah. They playing
Yeah,
OKC. Right. And I was telling him, like, that's the reason I stayed off last night. Like, I don't trust, it's not that I don't trust the Jazz. This ain't college, bro. I don't trust those big ass point spreads. 17, 18, and really for the simple reason, not that they can't cover, it's just if you the Jazz and you up by 20 in the fourth quarter, once you put the reserves in, if you lose by 10, do you care? If you win by 10 versus win by 20, do you care if you the Jazz? Like, you don't give a shit.
Hey, that's what happened with Phoenix last night with Houston. Houston covered the 13 too against the Suns.
And so I man, when I see that shit, it's a no-go for me. So I tend to stay away from those kind of bets, man. First half maybe, because at least you'll get the starters the full time, at least the regular rotation. But that backdoor cover, man, that hoe is always there and it's always possible. So I'm not a fan of it. So, but other than that, sound like you had a good day. The pressure. We both had good days. Let's get into it, man. First game we got on the docket. Yeah, the pressure. It's the pressure. First game we had on the docket today is we got the Atlanta Hawks, minus our boy Trigger Trey. They going on the road to take on what's left of the months. Huh?
I thought he playing.
Is he playing? I have him questionable, so whatever. Oh. I'll touch the injury report. I know he missed the last game.
Yeah, he missed the last one. He playing today.
Okay, so even better. Atlanta Hawks, they're -2. They're going on the road to take on the Toronto Raptors. Okay, let him come here. Okay, sorry. That line is at -2 for the Atlanta Hawks. The total is at 224.5. Let's get into the injury report. Atlanta, Gallinari. It's okay. Gallinari, downgraded to doubtful. Snell is out. Dunn is out. Collins out. I got Young is questionable. Hunter out. Cam Reddish is out. The Raptors, Kyle Lowry, he's out. Van Fleet downgraded to out.
I got a question when you're done about that. Keep going.
Okay. Anunoby questionable. Watson is questionable. Harris is downgraded to outs. Let's go over these actual factuals. Atlanta 6-1 ATS in their last 7 going out. The total has gone over in 7 of Atlanta's 10 games. 6-1 straight up in their last 7. 4-8 ATS in their last 12. 2-10 straight up in their last 12. 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games when playing on the road. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games. 6-0 straight up in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. Toronto 2-8 ATS in their last 10. 4-16 straight up in their last 20. The total has gone over in 5 of Toronto's last 5 games. They're 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games at home. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games at home when playing against Atlanta. 3-7 straight up in their last 10. 2-12 straight up in their last 14 against an Eastern Conference opponent. The Atlanta Hawks -2 in Toronto. Mr. LJ, what do you got for me?
Question. You was reading that Kyle Lowry is out, right? And they say it's due to rest. Oh, he's questionable.
Questionable.
So my question is this. Why are you resting and not playing Kyle Lowry when you didn't trade him? You was
I have absolutely no clue. I do not.
What's the point? Like, what's the point of keeping him if you're not gonna play him?
Don't understand it at all. Could have got a lot of value. He was like, a hot man.
Like, for real. Like, that's just a question I was pondering when I was going through the game.
Makes no sense to me neither, sir.
Before as this game, man, Atlanta is the hottest team right now in April. They are 6-1. So they've been playing good ball, and Nate McMillan has brought another attitude to their team because that last coach, they weren't even playing hard enough to even be in the playoff hunt. But now they're going 4th in the East right now. 4th.
Right.
So
I know.
they are really playing. Huh?
Does it hold up?
That's what I'm saying. They're playing good now, because they're not playing a lot of competition. So they pretty much have an offensive advantage every night. And I think they can have it in this one because I don't think Toronto's playing for nothing. But I do like the acquisition of Gary Trent Jr., though.
Yes, me too. I didn't understand why Portland let him go. I mean, I know you got to give up somebody.
Because they got Powell.
I know you have to give up somebody for Powell, but damn, I would have tried to keep him. Especially if you can bring him off the bench. He's almost like Clarkson for Utah coming off the bench. I felt like for Portland.
You're right, but I just think both teams won. Both teams won that trade.
Yeah. I mean, Powell's playing good for
they needed him
for Portland, and they needed it, right?
But before this game, I'm gonna ride with the Hawks -2, because I think Trey is gonna play, and I don't think the Raptors can get to 100 points. I mean, they scored 96 points their last game, but they're only averaging about 96. You see what I'm saying? The last 3 games. So I'm gonna ride with the Hawks tonight, -2.
I will follow you there, my friend. I as well have made a play. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to write the picks down, so I was having a cigarette hang off my lip like I'm an old ass man. I'm right there with you though. I took the Hawks earlier today. I just don't know what's Toronto can even throw out there with so many guys they got on the injury report. And like you said, this Hawks team, they're 7-3 last 10 games. 4-2 on the road out of those last 10, and 7-3 ATS as well out of those 10 games. So 4-2 ATS out of those 6 games that are on the road. So all the numbers, even the betting numbers, along with the basketball numbers, go with Atlanta. This should probably be one of my best bets of the night. Although I said that last night about Denver, and it turned out to be one of my losses. But however, I agree with you, dog. I'm on the Hawks -2. 6-1 in ATS their last 7, dog. 6-1 straight up over the last 7. I read out the stats over the last 10. Like this team is just playing good basketball right now. Like maybe his name McMullen, Hillens,
So happened to Marley. I'm on his show by myself right now, so I don't know what happened. I guess I'm just gonna chill until he come back, because we live, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna continue to ride there. We're gonna ride with Atlanta tonight, minus the 2. And I'm thinking about the under, because as I'm looking at the numbers, like I said, the Raptors struggles to score 100 points. So I'm thinking about that over. The under. I'm sorry. I'm leaning towards the under, but
don't know what the hell happened.
Okay, he's back.
It completely just said app is not available. Never heard that before. Never saw that before. Really weird. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know where that came from. But if anybody didn't hear, I don't know. The Hawks, I'm with you. I agree with you. Minus 2. I think this should be one of the better plays of the night. I think I took the under. I have to go back and double check, but my play is with you, Hawks minus 2.
I was leaning towards the under. I was talking about that while you was gone.
Yeah, I just don't know. Offensively, the Hawks can score. And they don't necessarily play the best defense, but Toronto, I don't know what I'm gonna get. I don't know who they throwing out there. I don't know if they just gonna try. I don't know what's going on in Toronto. So I'm gonna just take the easy minus 2 and like be happy. Go ahead and get out of here with my victory, and I'm rocking like that. That's how I'm rocking. All right. Next game we got on the docket is we got the Clippers. They're going on the road. They're going to take on Indianapolis. The line is Pacers +3. The total is at 233. Injury report, I got Ibaka, he's out. Leonard is out, and Beverly's out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. TJ Warren's been out. Miles Turner is out. Downgraded to out. Actual factuals. Clippers 4-1 ATS in their last 5. 5-0 straight up in their last 5, but 5-10 ATS in their last 15 against Indiana. 7 of the last 10 games on the road has went under. They're 11-2 straight up in their last 13. 5-1 straight up in their last 6 against an opponent from the Eastern Conference, and 8-3 ATS in their last 11 against an opponent from the Central Division. Indianapolis, the Pacers, they're 7-13 ATS in their last 20. 4-1 straight up in their last 5. 1-10 ATS in their last 11 games at home. I don't know. Let me say that again. 1-10 ATS in their last 11 games at home. That's crazy to be that bad at home, but at home. 4-2 straight up in the last 6. 2-5 ATS in their last 7 against a Pacific Division opponent. I got the Clippers minus Mr. Kawhi -3 and Indy. What you got?
I took the over in this game. I'm gonna stay away from the points because I don't know how the Clippers are gonna look without Kawhi and the people playing. Because do they really need this game? Like, is there a sense of urgency for them to,
well, it depends how you look at it. If we're talking about do they need it as far as seeding or anything like that, nah, because we're in a bubble when a playoff start, so no. But this Clipper team cannot afford to take a game off. I say that because they can't use the excuse of chemistry like they did last year and rest and guys weren't playing together, blah, 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 blah. So play. Rondo just got there. Play. Build the chemistry. I don't want no excuses. I expect them to play. I know Kawhi's out, but throughout this season, when those guys have missed either one, they've been playing well.
It depends.
No surprise PG played good in the regular season, so I expect him to play good. He going back home. People kind of forget that. Going back to Indy. And I like the addition. As much as I actually don't like the Clippers, I like the addition of Rondo on this team. He makes a huge difference. I think he makes them competitors. Contenders, actual contenders. Because in my eyes, coming into the season, they was not contenders. I know they were hyped up to be contenders, but I personally didn't think they were contenders. I think the trade with Rondo and when Ibaka comes back, I think they have a chance to beat the Lakers. I think it's an actual game of a series. Before I thought the Lakers would win regardless if it was 6 or 7. But now I think we got an actual series. So obviously, with that said, I took the Clippers tonight. I took the money line just because I just wanted to play it safe. Kawhi is missing. That is a big piece. But I expect Rondo and Paul George to be enough to beat this inconsistent Pacer team. Dog. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I had better expectations for this Pacer team. I thought they should be maybe fourth to maybe not fourth, but fifth, sixth, seventh, maybe in the East with their roster. I don't know. That's just me. I just so disappointing to me. And I expect that disappointment to continue. When I saw the 1-10 ATS at home this season, like I'm not betting against it. I'll take my L. I guess they'll be 2-11. Like I'm not going to bet on them to go 2-11. I'll bet on them to go 1-11. So and I just the Pacers, this Clipper team is on like a 6-game, 7-game win streak. Like they've been balling.
3, 4, 5, 5-game win streak.
5 game. So I mean they've been playing pretty good basketball. I like the Clippers here.
Well, the reason why I took the over is because I heard an interesting stat this morning that out of the last 10 games that Miles Turner has been out, the score has went over because they don't have that defense.
They don't have that. Yeah, I agree with that.
They're getting extra possessions and
it's so high though, 233. But I do agree with you. And no Kawhi, so the Clippers will probably give up a couple extra points. So
and like the Clippers are a 3-point shooting team. They lead the league. So it depends on how hot they are. Paul George could get hot. Like you said, he coming back to Indiana. He may want to show out. So we'll see. So I'm just going to take the over because I'm going towards the stat because, like I said, Pacers could end up winning the game and I'll be mad. So.
What's up, James? Hey, we both had, if I'm not mistaken, LJ, was you on that day? Yeah, me and LJ took Miami that day they played the Blazers, bro. So, I mean, I agree. I agree with you. So, we both won. I went 4-1 yesterday, too. I mean, you watched the show. So, we had a great day yesterday. You had Pacers plus 4.5. I just can't do the Pacers, bro. I can't do it. I'll take the Clippers. I'll take my L if that's the case. Yeah. Let's keep it moving though. Next game, got the Lakers going on the road to take on the Hornets. That line is at the Hornets +1. They're a home dog. The total is at 206.5. Let's get into the injury report. I have Lakers. We already know James and Davis is out. Dudley's been out. Matthews is probable. Morris is questionable. Drummond is questionable. I'm assuming they're both going to play. Drummond's definitely probably going to play. Schroeder, probable. Kuzma, probable. I expect both of them to play. And McKinney's been downgraded to out. Charlotte, Hayward and Ball's been out, obviously. Rozier has been downgraded to doubtful. That's going to be huge. Monk is out indefinitely. Washington is downgraded to out as well. Actual factuals, the Lakers, 4-2 ATS in their last 6 games. 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games against Charlotte. 5-1 straight up in their last 6 games against Charlotte. 7-0 ATS in their last 7 games when playing on the road against Charlotte. But they're 7-13 in the last 20 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games against an opponent from the Southeast Division. The total has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games, and the total has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games on the road as well. Charlotte, 8-3 ATS in their last 11 games. The total has gone under in 10 of their last 13. It's also gone under in 6 of their last 7 at home. They're 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games against an opponent from a Western Conference. 2-4 straight up in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Pacific Division. I'm sure a lot of that is when they were healthy versus the last recent games when they are not. However, Lakers -1 in Charlotte. What do you got for me?
I took this early When I saw
Yes.
all those players out,
Yes.
definitely took the under for sure. Because Charlotte doesn't have no firepower. If they're missing Rozier, PJ Washington, and Hayward are all out, plus LaMelo's hurt,
Right.
where are they going to get their offense from? Like, are they going to even score 100 points?
I thought about the under, honestly.
And the Lakers play defense. You know, they're second in
It's
the
too
league
low.
opposing defenses. So, points. And Drummond is going to eat regardless in the paint.
Right.
I don't think that they'll – I think the Lakers barely score 100 points, bro. They're not – because their pace isn't fast like that. And the Hornets
206, though. All they need is 103, 104. It's just so low. I agree with everything you're saying, though.
I think both teams are going to be under 100 points.
Yeah. I
see an 89.
Oh, my God. That's like early 90s NBA.
Yeah, I see that with these teams because, like I said, the Hornets don't have nobody who the whole starting lineup is out, pretty much.
Yes, I can't disagree with that.
I'm definitely going with the under. I don't got no play on the point though, because either, like I said, either of these teams could win.
Right.
It's a pick 'em. So definitely the under is my play.
I can't disagree with you. I can't say I'm gonna ride with you. But I can't say I'm gonna buck you and take the over neither. Because it very well could be a 90-something game. Or they could slightly go over. I mean, 206 is definitely not a lot of fucking points.
No,
so yeah, I mean, honestly, it can go either way. But I do agree with everything you were saying. I do have a play on this game. I took the Lakers money line. I just feel like no Rozier.
If I lean, yeah.
No Rozier, no Ball, no Hayward. Where is, like you say, where's the points going to come? At least I can look at the Lakers and say Drummond go give me 20 and 10.
Yep.
And I expect Schroeder and Kuzma to contribute. I just don't know where anything's going to come from the Hornets. I mean, Miles Bridges, I guess he's a good player, but I don't even know who else you got. Monk's out, Rozier's out, Hayward's out, Ball's out. Like, who the hell is left for this team? So for that reason alone, I took the Lakers. Since they got Drummond, they've actually been playing decent basketball. So he kind of steadying the ship a little bit, him and Schroeder and Kuz. So I expect them to get another win today. I'm on the Lakers here. I kind of think without Rozier, it's probably, to me, I'm assuming this should be easy money. Hopefully hopefully that stands. All right. That's it. Bam, let's keep going. We got the Miami Heat. They going on the road to take on Phoenix Suns. That line is at -3.5. Totals at 217.5. Injury report, we got Oladipo's out indefinitely. Deedman's been out, he's questionable, and Pella's been out. Phoenix, just Nader is questionable. Phoenix is coming off a back-to-back, so that's why that line is what it is, I'm gonna assume. Miami, actual factuals: 5-2 ATS in their last 7, 6-1 straight up in their last 7, 13-4 ATS in their last 17 games against Phoenix. 11-1 ATS in their last 12 games when playing on the road against Phoenix, and 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games this season. Phoenix, 9-1 straight up in their last 10. 1-11 in their last 12 when playing at home against Miami, which is just a stat that has to do with bad teams back in the day. 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. 6-1 in their last 7 games when played on a Tuesday. The total has gone over in 8 of their last 11 games against an opponent from the Southeast Division. It's also gone over in 5 of their last 5 games at home. It's also gone over in 6 of their last 7 games against Miami. Miami Heat +3.5 in Phoenix. What do you have for me?
Interesting game right here, brother.
I think so.
Probably one of the most intriguing under the radar games. The Suns have played 5 games in 7 nights, 3 in 4 nights, and they're on a back-to-back.
That's why that line is what it is.
So, as you, the betting contrarian, once told me, be careful of these long road trips and games to where 5 games in 7 nights, because Miami is 6 of 7. You see what I'm saying? But they got a day rest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think this is a letdown game for the Suns. So
Okay.
I'm going to take Miami money line to be safe. It could be a one-possession game. Huh?
Oh. Oh my God.
Technical
Boys
difficulties.
don't understand, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to work, man. People, I got you, man. Heat plus 3.5 money line. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, basically, that's what I said. I think the Suns is a letdown. I think, Booker played a lot of minutes last night against the Rockets because the Suns can't hold leads. They'll get a lead and let it go. Not necessarily lose, but the game shouldn't be close to where they come out and control the game. So I think the Heat, I think the last opponent was under 98 was Portland, right? They just played Portland.
Yep.
We won, right? So they
Yep.
held Portland to 98 points. I
Yep.
think they're going to do the same tonight. Go into Phoenix and get this win, brother. Heat money line is my play.
Base. I passed on this game, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I didn't pass on the play. I took the under. I passed on the play. And I took the under because of Miami. And like you said, the Suns, what do you say, 4 games in 6 nights? Is that what you just said? I know they were coming off a back-to-back.
5 games in 7 nights.
7 nights. So, and I saw what they did to my Portland, just like you did. So I took the under 217.5. I like both of these teams. It's probably why I didn't pick a side, but I know Phoenix was coming off a back-to-back, and I know Miami hadn't played since like the 11th. So they sitting on rest. I thought that was the better play other than the side. I didn't want to pick Miami. I didn't want to pick Miami because I know Phoenix is the better team in my opinion. And they're young, so they should. But I mean, that's a lot of games. So wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I know both teams play pretty good defense. So I expect this to be an under game. I took the under 217, man. That was my play.
That's a good play. But
so
I just think
that was my thoughts.
The schedule's going to catch up with Phoenix tonight, bro.
I hope you're right because I feel like if Miami wins, then that definitely correlates with an under 217. So,
the Suns under 100. If they keep the Suns under 100, you cash, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, because they're not going to be too far over 100. So,
exactly. So,
definitely.
But it could come down to one possession. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm gonna play it safe. You see what I'm saying? Because I think the Heat will win it, but it could come down to one possession, bro. It could go either way.
That's why you should take that 3.5.
No, I'm good.
I get you.
I'm straight.
Last game on the docket. Boston, they're going into Portland to take on the Trail Blazers. That line has opened up at -1. The total has come down a half a point. Oh, I'm sorry, went up half a point from 229.5 to 230. Injury report. I have Boston just 4 years out. Fournier is out, quarantine. Portland is just Collins, so pretty much everybody's healthy. Boston, they're 4-2 ATS in their last 6 games. The total has gone under in 8 of Boston's last 9. 5-1 straight up in their last 6 games. 5-2 straight up in their last 7 games against Portland. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games on the road. The total has gone over in 4 of Boston's last 5 games when playing in Portland. They're 4-2 ATS in the last 6 games against the opponent from the Western Conference, and 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against an opponent from the Northwest Division. Portland, 2-4 ATS in their last 6. 2-4 straight up in their last 6. 5-2 and straight up in their last 7 against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. 7-2 straight up in their last 9 against an opponent from the Atlantic Division. 8-4 ATS in her last 12 games when played on a Tuesday. Today must be Tuesday. The Boston Celtics.
That's the best they could come up with.
+1 in Portland. What you got for me, LJ?
Man, I stayed away from this game because I don't like Boston, and they've been playing good. They 5-1.
Yes.
So, but I think Denver let that game get away when they went on a 32 to.
Oh my God. I don't want to talk about it.
How does that happen? 32-2, right? God damn.
I saw 40-8 to close the game.
Bro, that's crazy. So, hey man, I think Boston's up and down, and I don't trust them, even though the numbers sway that they could potentially get this game because Portland is vulnerable right now. Like I said, they shoot a lot of threes, man, and I'm just not keen on teams that shoot a lot of perimeter shots because eventually that's going to hurt in the long run. You're going to miss those shots. So what are you going to do when you miss those shots?
Right. I completely agree with you. And you just said it right there. That's the exact reason why I just took Boston money line.
I ain't mad at you on that though. I just don't like Boston. I don't want to
Portland just too reliant on jump shots. Like everything is jump shots. Everything is from the perimeter. Everything they do is from the 3-point. Everything is predicated on how good they're shooting at the time, which can go cold. Boston used to can play defense. I think they still can at times. So they've been rolling, like you said. They've been playing good basketball lately. I'm not the biggest Boston fan either, but my money shows no. My money don't care who I like or who I don't like. My money just likes money. So I took Boston. I think it still might be a tight game. It's Dame, it's McCullough. It probably will be a high scoring game. Probably come down to the end. But when Boston needs a stop, at least occasionally, I know they can get one. Portland can't stop anybody, and literally everything they do is relying upon a jump shot from the outside or a one-on-one step back three from Dame. So, and like you say, you just can't trust that night in and night out. I mean, at some point, that jump shot gonna let you down. So I'm on Boston. I took Boston, and
hey man, I would lean towards them, but
right.
I just stayed away. I got enough action.
I got you.
So
hey,
run them back down so I can write them down.
All right, I got the first game we broke down was Atlanta at Toronto. We both like the Hawks -2. Next we were on the Clippers at Indy. I like Clippers money line. You like the over 233. Next game was the Lakers and Hornets. You like the under 206. I like the Lakers money line. Next game, Phoenix taking on Miami. You like Heat money line. I took the under 217. And last game was Boston. You passed. I took Boston money line.
All right, sir.
So that's what we got today. I think I left one game off. Or anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? I got to go to track practice.
No, bro. I'm just ready to go put my bets in and cash in today.
Yep. I'm already locked in. So, and I took Brooklyn earlier today.
Hey, who wouldn't have? I don't even think Karl Anthony Towns played.
No, he was day-to-day listed, but I didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
That was easy. Right.
So, other than that, no, brother. Like I said, if anything else you want to discuss, we can go.
No, man, I got to get out of here and get to track practice. If you want to do something tonight, though, I'm free. We can do that after the bets, after the game. Just hit me up and let me know. And shit, man, that's it, man. I got to get out of here and get my boys to track practice. Hey, y'all, please do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, hit us up at Brothers in Bets on all your social media platforms. Also, follow my partner, LJ from Houston at Raw Words Podcast. And other than that, we are out. Let's get this money. LJ, tell the people what the hashtag is, please.
Let's beat Vegas, sir.
Let's beat Vegas. I got one last comment before I'm out of here.
Sprinkle.
My TV on. I don't know what James talking about. Sound like somebody got his phone or something. But let's beat Vegas, people. We out of here. H-Town, and we'll holler at you.